Hello everybody, Fertility Journals here. If you're new, thank you so much for watching. I decided to start this YouTube channel after undergoing 12 cycles of IVF, and you will find that in my channel. I do hop on here because every once in a while I do get questions based out of my experience. As you can imagine, the ups and downs, there was a lot of lessons learned, a lot of research done, and so I try my best to share my experience. And whenever I get somebody that emails me and they ask just a question and I feel like it might help the masses out there, I hop on here and do a journal on it so that it might benefit. I was actually what we call a silent watcher. I was that person on YouTube that hopped on and understood and got to research people's stories without necessarily really getting engaged at all. And so I know that there's tons of people out there like me. And so the hope is that you will get motivated, or there might be a tip that will help you be able to navigate your journey successfully. If you would like to stick around, I would like you to subscribe and stay tuned. As I continue journaling this experience, there might be some things that might help you or maybe might help somebody out there. My channel typically consists of journals like this, but every once in a while, I'll hop on with a vlog that details what is currently happening in my life. But if you are interested in the 12 cycles that I did, I do have a video playlist that I'll put in the information bar, and you'll be able to follow on each and every cycle. I do warn you in advance, they are raw videos. I am not polished, I am not professional at all. I'm just grabbing my journey the way that it is. And so you will be able to see that as well. All right, stay tuned. So today, what I'm gonna share is a question that I often get asked about: why is it that we did the ERA test? If you are interested, stay tuned. The biggest reason we did the ERA test, and as I mentioned to you guys before, my husband Ricky and I, we are very much into research. Like whatever we get from the doctor, whatever recommendations we get, we always thank the doctor. We say we're gonna think about it, and then we go home and we do research. I'm really good at looking on YouTube to be able to kind of garner from other people's experiences. My husband is really good with reading about it from actual scientists. And so together we compare notes, and I'm really excited to be able to share with you some of the things that really made us do the ERA. So the first one, without further ado, is really basically, guys, one of the most important reasons why you should consider doing the ERA is because the IVF process is actually not a natural process, in the sense that you're not using champagne and roses to make your baby. It's an artificial process. It is done through in vitro in the lab. And so your body, it's done outside your body. So your body doesn't go through the natural motions. And so it's really just basic biology to be able to create those conditions that are epitome when it comes to the embryo transfer process. So just as a basic understanding, I hope that that really helped me, especially part of Ricky's research when he actually explained that to me as we were considering the ERA. So secondly, one of the reasons you may want to consider the ERA is that the ERA gives you a window. It will be able to tell you exactly the epitome conditions for the embryo transfer. So it gives you 3 results. The first one is, which you probably would love to get right, is that the conditions are optimal. So when you do that mock transfer, which is what that ERA cycle is, you're not putting it back in, but you're gauging to be able to see the condition of your body to receive the embryo, right? So you will get the results and will say that window you used in that cycle was good. Or, like in my case, you will receive results that will say it was pre-receptive. So I needed more progesterone, I needed to go through more of the medication to receive the embryo. And yes, you got it. I would not have had Baba today because I got those results and realized in my mock that they said that. And when I changed those conditions, Baba did take. So, or 3, you could be post-receptive. So it means you've taken a lot more of the progesterone and the embryo needed to be transferred a lot sooner. And so it gives you that window that will be able to help you be able to maximize your chances. And to finish off this video, I wanted to share with you the latest person that really has let me know that the ERA is the way to go. Angel Grace 2. Angel Grace 2 is a young woman who who underwent IVF with her wonderful son, and now she is expecting her daughter. Angel Grace too was blessed because, as you know, age is the number one factor when it comes to infertility. She's young, so her and her husband, after transferring their baby boy, ended up with 2 more boys and 4 girls, M babies that were frozen. So naturally, she had 4 M baby girls, 2 M baby boys. So she started doing the transfer process with the girls because she wanted a girl next. And so she had the 4 girls, M babies, transferred 1, didn't work. Transferred the second M baby female, didn't work. Then they changed doctors, right? Because at this point, what's going on? And then she transferred that 3rd M baby girl, and it did not work. But she had changed doctors, and so the doctor then recommended they do the ERA. So she changed this, doctors. They did the ERA, and her 4th and last M baby girl is now the M baby that she's pregnant with at 22 weeks as I do this video. So I'm gonna link her video below because this is why I love YouTube so much, because people are so vulnerable with their journeys, and it was just so nice to see that. And obviously I have my Baba, but then it's sometimes you wonder about this stuff. You're like, is this a one-off? And you ask yourself those questions. So you might be thinking that too. You might be like, well, maybe this is just your experience and Laura Laws and maybe some of the other women who had failed embryo transfers. But as you can see, that is the case for her. And what was also interesting, and I'll wrap it up with this, she in her channel just said in her latest video how she underwent also a minimal stimulation cycle for her transfer, less drugs. And she's young, so obviously you would think that conventional would be the way to go with the aggressive medications. But I'm telling you guys, these medications they're frying all our eggs, whether we're young, mid-young, old, and older like us. These many drugs, don't let them fry your eggs, y'all. That's all you got, especially when you're young, when you're older. If it's happening to the young ones, yeah, you can imagine those of us over 45. So if you're doing IVF in your 40s, you really should consider minimal stimulation. But I will link her channel so you can see her latest video and her son, and she's lovely, and I know that you guys will enjoy it. All right, thank you for watching, guys. But in a nutshell, those are the reasons why we did the ERA test. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next video, bye.